Yo, back at you with another exclusive coming at you from chooseyourrelationship.com off of Boss Life Secrets, which can be found on Amazon.com. Yo, it's a Sunday afternoon. We out here, man. We represent. I represent. Like the video, share the video, all that good stuff. I represent. Like the video, share the video. We're going to get it cracking, crack-a-lacking. Oh, man. Funny thing is, it usually takes a while for people to get to notice that I'm online, if they get it at all. YouTube be hating. They be hating, bro. Okay, so I just got to notice on my phone that I was live. Now, some people have been telling me that they don't be getting no notice. Some people said if they do get the notice, it's 30 minutes, an hour out. Sometimes never. Hey, man. Haters, you can't run from the haters, man. They're everywhere. Like roaches. You dig? That's just part. Haters come along with the game. That's a part of the game. That's all that is. Could be an individual, could be a group of people, could be an institution, could be a company. Hating, that's a part of the game. That's something you have to deal with if you want to be great. If you want to think and act outside the box, you're going to have to anticipate the hate. That's just how that is. That's how that works. Now, if you don't like people hating on you, stay inside the box and be a good old mediocre fella. Nobody gonna be hating on a mediocre fella, an average guy. People hate up, not down. My dad told me that when I was a young lad. See how it is. Yeah. Like the video, share the video while you. Mm-hmm. Yep. My dad used to tell me a lot of stuff when I was growing up. But I didn't understand until I got older. You know. One thing my dad used to tell me, he was like, man, if you don't got no haters, you ain't doing enough. I'm like, what? He said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing enough. I'm like, oh, okay. Now, as I got older, I'm like, oh, I get it now. You know, I get it. I get it. And then another thing he used to say, he said, all good will be attacked. All good will be attacked. I said, attacked by who? He said, you don't know where it's gonna come from. Could be a person, could be a group, could be an institution. But if you're doing any good out in this world, anywhere, on a minor level to a macro level, they coming to find you. They'll find you. I said, man, don't tell me that. He said, yep, that's how it is. All good will be attacked. But he said, hey, you gotta stay ready. You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. My dad used to have a lot of sayings like that. A lot of wisdom. A lot of game he used to give me, boy. I didn't understand it most of it until I got older though. Alabama in the house. What up? What up? What up? And most of the stuff my dad used to tell me, I didn't understand it. There was a lot of wisdom. I didn't understand it until I got older. Unfortunately, some stuff, some people can't teach you. You have to experience it. Now, some people can give you a heads up, but here's the problem. Most of the stuff that my dad told me, I wasn't willing to listen at the time, and it was because of his ego thing. I thought I knew something that he didn't know, and that was a mistake. you know, but I was young. I'm what 17, 18, 19 at the time when he was telling me a lot of this stuff. It's kind of like, you know what? When somebody's giving you wisdom, especially an older person like my dad, it's kind of like reading a book. You read a book 5, 10 times. Every time you read the book, you pick something new, pick something up new. So every time somebody tells you something at different points in time in your life, it might hit you this one time. You're like, oh, I got it now. You kept hearing it over and over. And the time that it hit you, you was mentally open. That's when it finally sticks. But you had to hear it over and over and over again. Repetition. And so it's kind of the same as reading a book. You can read the same book 20 times. And every time you read it, you be like, oh man, I don't remember reading that the 10th time. But it was there. You just wasn't open to it. You wasn't open to the idea. That's all. That's all. You know. So here we go, man. The 5 reasons why women won't submit to you. And I did a video about this, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 times. And somebody wanted me to revisit this topic. What's up, big girl? Got that bottom on her. She got a whopper on her. Yeah. So somebody wanted me to revisit this topic because there's a lot of women that have even some guys. There's like a bad stigma when it comes to women submitting to a man. It's like it's a negative thing, and which is one of the reasons why women don't submit to guys, because they look at it like it's kind of like it's slavery. It's something negative. No, there's nothing wrong with submitting to a man. You know, I think a lot of women growing up, and the media has a lot to do with this because the media will have you thinking that if you're a woman, submitting to a man is a awful thing. You submitting to him, you like a slave and all this nonsense. You know, it doesn't. It's not. It's not like that. Submission is a great thing because see, a smart woman knows if he wins, I win. That's right. That's how this works. That's how it works. If the man wins, everybody wins. That's basic mathematics. Now, some people will say, okay, why? How come? How come the woman can't be the masculine in a relationship? Some people have asked that, right? Now, if the woman is front and center, she will be attacked, guaranteed. And when the woman gets attacked, it crumbles, it falls. If the woman is front and center, she's an easy target. That's why the man should lead. It's a natural law. It's been like this since the beginning of time. Really, it ain't no women on the front lines of anything. Ain't no women on the front lines of the military. Hell no. Let me tell you something. No women in my family is going to be on the front line as long as I'm around. Hell no. No women in my family is taking the trash out after midnight. No. Now, some women will say, oh, you're being male chauvinistic, whatever. Oh, I'll take that. I see some people, oh, it's a new time. Hey, man, look, I ain't got nothing to do with the new time. It is a new time, but I'm still being me. See, oh, you got to move with the times. No, I don't. I don't have to move with the times. No, I don't. I have to do what works for me and my family and my friends. I have to do what's practical. I don't got to do what feels good all the time. There's a difference. There's a difference between feels good and being practical. And women don't really, they don't really know the difference when it comes to that. Because women, they thrive on their feelings. You know what it is. Maybe you hurt my feelings. Mississippi in the house. So that's the first thing I would say. Women think it's a bad thing when it comes to a woman submitting to a man. And the next thing I would say is a lot of women, believe it or not, they're kind of clueless when it comes to knowing what's expected of them in a relationship. A lot of women don't really know, okay, when I get with this guy, what's expected of me is should I do this? Should I do that? So you as the man, you have to lead. You have to show her the way. Now, don't become a dictator. Some of the guys go too far with this, because they being displaying leadership skills is one thing, but if you're taking the woman down the wrong path is another thing. You know, a lot of these guys are crazy out here. And the military has started to insert women that are in the infantry roles on the front lines. I heard about that. But to what extent, though, L. Anthony? To what extent? What's their jobs? What's their roles? I've heard about it, but I ain't never seen it. You know, what's they? If they're gonna have the same roles as a guy? I don't know. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it. You know, she might be a stud girl, stud girl out there. You know, yeah, a lot of women don't really know their roles, man. You have to show her the way. Because see, a lot of guys, and even I did this at one point. I assumed just because she was 30, 35, 25 years old, I assumed she knew. They don't. They just do what they think, or they do what they did with the last guy. You know, that's what happens. That's what a lot of women do. They're just trying to figure this shit out, to be honest. A lot of women don't know. So don't assume anything until proven otherwise. A lot of times they waiting on you to say something. Most women are like that. They don't want to take on a leadership role. They do it if they have to. Or they do it if they think the guy is weak, something like that. Or if she feels like he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. Well, most women don't want to take on no leadership role. And this goes to my next point. A lot of guys don't demonstrate leadership. You have to give a woman a reason to submit. She ain't gonna lay down just because you got some money, or you went to Ivy League college, or you got a good paying job. No, you got to give a woman a reason to submit to you. That's how it works. You got to give her a reason to submit to you, man. You have to demonstrate that you're a provider, that you can lay it down in the sack. Whatever. You already know what to do. It's the rites of passage. That's what it used to be anyway. It still exists. You got to lay it down in the sack. You got to take care of the household. You got to help with the kids. All that stuff. G Star in the house. Salute from down under Australia. What's going down, man? Yeah, tell him, G Star. Go buy the book. Tell him, man. You know what it is. And G Star said he ain't been the same since. Since he read, G Star said, since he read the book, he ain't been the same since. Tell him about it. Let him know, man. Shit is real out here. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Let him know, G Star. Shit is real out here in these streets, man. You know? Hey, G Star said he got lace, and he ain't been the same since, man. You gotta be Captain Hook, like Megan Thee Stallion says. Exactly. Megan Thee Stallion, yeah. Tear that ass up. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, she like good dick. Yeah, hell yeah, she know what time it is. Women like her, she's waiting for a guy to put it down. I can just tell the way I seen a couple of her interviews. I said she just needs some good dick. That's all. She need a guy that come in and really care about her career, her self interest, got her back. But in the music business, it's so shisty. A lot of these guys are so shisty in the music business. So I kind of feel sorry for her, you know, because I look at some of her videos. You want to be a rapper or a stripper? Which one is it? Or both? I mean, just stick to rapping. No, you don't got to take all your clothes off in every video. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Man. So I mean, she just she need a good smash. That's all. But in the music business, man, it's a cold game. Really, man. You know. So you gotta demonstrate. You gotta represent, like I always say, man. Now let's be clear. No man is gonna be full throttle every day. That's not what I'm saying. No. I'm saying you have to have standards. You gotta have some standards about yourself. You gotta go about things a certain type of way. You gotta know your worth. You gotta know your values. That's all I'm saying. Every day you ain't gonna feel 100%. There's no way. Not in America. Every day you ain't gonna be high energy. You ain't gonna be like jumping up and down. No, 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 that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you gotta have some standards about yourself. You gotta wake up in the morning and show and be grateful, gratitude. You gotta always have goals and ambitions, things you're working towards. You know, yeah. If you're gonna donate, go to my Cash App. My Cash App is $ Trump Game ATL. I'll just put the link in there. You know, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And a lot of women are kind of mad and bitter too. That's another thing. They're thinking about what happened with the other two guys or the last guy. They got too much baggage. They can't shake that baggage. So a woman like that is really two ways, two things that could happen. Number one, to burn all that trash and baggage from out of her subconscious, out of her mind, you got to lay it down in the sack, boy. And I mean, when I say lay it down, boy, you got to bring the thunder. Now, check this out. There's another side to that. The reason why you want to do that because you have to reprogram her. Now she has to be open to this. Because see, a lot of women, you might have sex with them, but they're not really open. They kind of still there's kind of a uh, how do I say this? They're not really open. Y'all, you might be hitting it. She ain't really into it like that. Her mind is elsewhere. She's not in the moment. So if you can't get her to focus in the moment, it ain't gonna work. You probably end up having to leave her alone. You know, that's that's just what it is. And the last thing I would say is some women just not conditioned to submit to a man. They've been conditioned not to submit. Why? Maybe she had bad role models growing up. Maybe she saw her dad, he wasn't representing the family. He wasn't representing as a man, as a husband. She saw her mom struggle, paying the bills or doing whatever. She saw her mom talking crazy to the dad. So she had bad role models. So that turned her off. So she said, I ain't going through what my mom been through. So I ain't ever gonna submit to a man. That ain't never gonna happen to me. So she had bad role models. So if you meet a woman like that, it's gonna be damn near impossible for her to submit. You can do everything with a woman like that. Beat her down in the sack. You won't be able to please a woman like that because she won't be focused on the relationship y'all have together. She'll be thinking, okay, I got this, but it might be something else better down the street. Or it might be something better with the phone number I just got 2 weeks ago from this guy. Or it might the dude at the job might be better. And on and on and on. There's always a next new thing or something fresh, you know. What up, Big Duke 24? What up? What up, Mark? Yeah, call up if you got questions. 800-315-8203. Let's talk about it. 800-315-8203. Smash the like button. So yeah, man, there's a lot of reasons why women don't submit. I just gave you a few of them. You know, that's most common, I would say. Yeah, I think the mistake a lot of guys make is they think a woman just supposed to automatically submit. It don't work like that. Yo,
Yo, what's going on, man?
what up? What's your name and what's on your mind?
It's Jay from Alabama.
Oh, what's going down, Jay?
Man, I'm currently married to a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real Pino man myself. As far as not taking nothing, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth about some of these women, bro. I was married. When I was dating her, she wasn't showing all these signs. You understand what I'm saying? She's coming out of one previous marriage and has two children by two different males already. And she's successful, you know what I'm saying? She's a little more successful than I, and she's a little older than I. And she when she came in, she knew that I was an alpha male, that I don't take any disrespect, and I'm always gonna take care of my business. She just so happens to be the breadwinner, however. And another reason why these women don't like to listen to the man, for real, is because if they feel that they are doing better than you financially, or that they have something over on you. Even if you're doing everything in the household, they don't feel like they have to submit. This woman here loves me enough for me to keep the children, take care of the house, and do everything. She still won't submit. Then you want to say, obey at the wedding.
Does she want to say what? Say that again? I missed that part. Say that again.
Even, when they say honor and obey,
yeah,
she didn't want to say obey at the wedding. And the pastor said,
really?
She wouldn't say it.
Why not?
Man, come on. Look, let me tell you something. Some of these women, and I love my black women. You know, I have a friend. He's in a he used to be in the military. He says now he doesn't even date American women because of their independence, and they can go to the mall when they want and do what they want to when they want. They have this thing to where they over. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't feel like they should submit. And in the black community, we have a lot of that because our women, education and career wise, get where they got to get before we do.
Yeah.
And they don't want to respect the man. They want to domineer over the man instead of pulling with him. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? Isn't that natural thing to get with the strongest, the best, the finest, so that they can maintain themselves? That's what women are. They're survivors. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's naturally in them to go to the strongest thing anyway. You have to make your woman submit without having to beat her or fight her or argue with her and do all this and that. But some women, especially ones with mental deficiency, and that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother time.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of these women, they just won't submit. And you find the crazy ones end up, I can't find a good man. They ain't out here. They ain't about this, that, and the other. But that's what it's about. Some just won't be because they think for them to bend is for them to break.
Yeah.
And we got to change the understanding of what the relationship is, because letting liberal society dictate that is only going to continue to break up our families and our community. That's all I wanted to say, brother. And, I just wanted to throw that in there. Everybody else, however you feel, y'all have a blessed one, man. Be safe.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't say what part of Alabama he was from. I don't know.
Here's a result from the web.
Yeah, he didn't say what part. I don't know. But he said something he said something that I never heard before. He said doing the vows, she didn't want to say all the vows during the wedding. I never heard that before. That's fair. That's interesting. Wow. Are you from Birmingham? Oh, okay. What up, CG? I caught your shit. Oh, you on the highway? Hmm. Oh, you're on the highway, you rolling. I hear you. Yeah, but I never heard a woman. Here's the deal. If a woman doesn't submit to you, she ain't your woman. Oh man. Okay, now I'm back online now. The internet acting a little crazy. I froze for a second. Yeah, I always say, if your woman don't submit to you, she ain't your woman. She's somebody else's woman. You.
Hey man, this is Black Wolf Nick Town. Haven't talked in a while, so I decided
Hey, might as well come.
What's going on, man?
I was listening to the other guy, and I wanted to add on to this and to everyone listening. I think the mistake a lot of guys make is thinking that I guess submit can mean many different things. For me, I'd rather just have the woman behave, and in a sense to where I compare it to Tom. You ever see the Tom and Jerry cartoon when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Cat in the Mouse.
Yeah.
You know how Jerry would always do things to piss off Tom and mess his stuff up, and he'd win most of the time.
Yeah.
Every now and then, Tom would win, but usually he had to resort to extreme measures like taking out a hammer or a pistol.
Yeah.
And Jerry stopped immediately.
Yeah.
Because he knew Tom wasn't messing around with him anymore.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about eating him anymore. He just wanted to end him. And that's pretty much how you have to be with women. Because I had a girlfriend a long time ago who I straight up told her, like, no, it's not even a submissive thing. It's just if a woman is living in the same house as you or just dating you, she has to submit to somebody. I mean, you should ask her at that point, who is your owner then? Like, who do you submit to? Do you submit to the family dog, the lawnmower? I mean, who's in charge? Who do I need to talk to avoid this?
The boss at work?
Yeah. That's how it is. They pay him a visit and go, he ain't acting right, Dr. Pay or something.
Yeah, you pretty much have to be firm.
Yeah, you really do. And I tell guys all the time, even with all the jokes I make on my own channel, like, you have to be very indifferent when it comes to women. Don't engage in the yelling thing with them.
Oh, no.
It's really pointless.
No. Yeah, that is pointless. There's nothing going to come out of it.
For me, my whole approach, and I take this same approach to business as well. You can take this approach to women and with business. If you aren't getting what you want, and you know the situation is not going to turn out well for you, just get up, walk away, and leave.
Exactly.
Don't even bother staying.
Exactly. Yeah, I always say if when I meet women, and if I get to a point where there's too much pushback or it's too much back and forth, I just cut off and I keep it moving.
That's the way it needs to be.
That's
man.
it.
And it really sucks because a lot of these guys in their teens and their 20s, I mean, they think they can somehow force a woman to be a certain way, and you really just can't. I mean, once someone's been conditioned to hate you or just conditioned to fight you every step of the way, it's very difficult to break that, if not possible at all. And so you just cut your losses and call it a day.
Yeah. You just wasted some time, and hey, that's a part of the game.
That's why I always, make jokes and say the game is broke. Game broke just because it's just too crazy at this point. And
yeah,
I kind of feel bad, at least for women my age and older, because now they're starting to discover that a lot of us just won't deal with them like that. I know guys older than me, as soon as a woman starts acting up, he'll just outright leave the casino or something, just leave her there, and she'll be wondering, what happened?
Oh yeah, I've done women like that, bro. I've been out with women, and if they start acting crazy, I'm like, yo, I'll be back. And she thinking I went to the restroom, I'm gone. And then she calling like 10, 15 minutes later, hey, where you at? I said, I'm gone. I'm in my car. I'm down the street.
That's one of the things I learned from old school guys like you. Like, I watched my uncle do the same thing, and when I was a kid, my uncle had told me, he's like, don't ever try to avoid causing a scene as much as possible, because if you get into it with a woman, even if you're in the right, it'll just make you look bad publicly.
Oh yeah,
no matter what.
Yeah, because they automatically gonna take the woman's side. You know that.
People white knight, man. I've seen women act a fool in the store, and I feel sorry for the guy and even the kids that are with them, because we live in an age where you can't even so much as criticize or tell women anything anymore. A whole damn lynch mob will come at you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they've done experiments with this. I think they did like a park experiment in New York. Couple, like I think they did it like a year or two ago, and the woman was acting a fool, and people started laughing. Ha 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 ha. Right? I think it was a white couple. And then the next day, same couple, the guy was acting a fool. People weren't laughing. They said, "Hey, now she's a woman now."
That's because people generally, they expect men to act better, and women get mad all the time. Even now, when I can like compare them to kids and everything, I compare women to children because they're an extension of kids. I mean, they more close than that than like thinking of being adults because they can get away with it. There are some mature women, but for the most part, women act like children because they can get away with it.
And unfortunately,
in the past where women would check other women, like men didn't have to check them for this.
Oh yeah, that's a good point you brought up. I remember when I was growing up, bro. Women used to hold other women accountable. They would shame if you was the neighborhood hoe, you'd shame. Those women couldn't come around if there was something big going on. They'd be looking like, look at this hoe. Everybody look at her like, why are you here? That's how it was back then. They would shame her and make her feel bad. If she slept with a man, with a married man or something like that. Today, man, they don't say nothing. if you say, hey man, she's a home wrecker, they're like, all right now, why are you calling that? Because she broke up a home. So things have changed.
Yeah, things are crazy.
Today,
man. And the reason women always co-sign that. Oh my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying the reason women co-sign this, and I sat down and meditated on this for about a month almost. I came to the conclusion, man, that the reason women do this is because they don't want anybody checking them. And this is why they let their daughters just run rampant and everything. And with me, I've always just been the opposite with this. It wouldn't matter to be like a sibling or anything else. I just let them know how many times did you hit them before they finally hit back. And I remember when I was a kid, a friend of mine said this. My friend's sister said this, and then my cousin agreed with her because they were terrorizing this dog, man. They were terrorizing the hell out of this fucking black Labrador. I don't know what the hell that was all about. And I asked her, why you do that? And she said, well, because I'm bigger, stronger, smarter, or whatever. And I said, oh, okay, so that's how the world works. So since I'm bigger than you, can I now just like backhand you across the house all day? I mean, is that how the world works now? I mean,
yeah.
Even animals can't escape this shit, apparently.
Yeah. So, that there's a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to that from a woman's perspective. Some women will say, because I was talking to a woman the other day, and I was telling her, there's some foul women out here. They're doing some awful shit. And I said, some of the stuff they be doing, I said, man, they need their ass kicked for that. And she was like, yeah, I know. They're doing some pretty foul things, But she said, she feels sorry for the young guys because she has sons, right? She got two sons in like early 20s. And she said, unfortunately, a lot of the guys have to take on more responsibility because there's a lot of double standards,
I agree, and it's so funny because usually it's some of those same women that acted crazy when they were younger, and then they don't realize how bad it is until they have sons, and then they're like, oh crap, this is what we were doing to people.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
I think
realization. It's powerful. It's a powerful realization, man. If you just look at a woman like worried about her son getting like bullied and shit, just eyes, man.
I know.
Says it all.
I know some women that's like that. They done a lot of dirt back in the day, and now they got sons, and they be like, "Hey, what's up with that girl?" If a girl comes over the house, she be looking, asking the girl questions and everything. Hey, where you from?
And do a background check.
Yeah.
I feel really bad because I got like 2 god kids and I still have my nephew out and everything, and they were asking me advice. Well, how you do it? I was like, hey, what I do, we can't. I told them they can't do that because of their age. I mean, I can fucking do it because I've reached that pivotal freaking point to where I just won't tolerate it, man. The last chick I was with that made a joke about me tooing me and taking my land. I said, yeah, you can do that. I mean, if you think you live long enough to enjoy it, I mean, go for it. I mean, at least it'll make for an epic story, you know. You'll make up some lie. I'll get thrown in jail, and the cops will go, wow, he was so well behaved. He seems really upset with, getting that rifle game on, but wow, he was just really behaved before we released him.
Yeah, today, I was telling somebody, I said, look, one of the biggest differences today versus back in the day is today you can do something and nothing's gonna happen to you.
That's why they feel so free to do this. Women get away with stuff that would have gotten them taken out back in the day.
Yeah, guys too. I said back in the day, even in my dad, even if you go to the 50s, 60s, even in the 80s, if you done some dirt, you couldn't come back around, walking around like, hey, what's up? No, you would get dealt with. Today, the person to do some dirt, they on television doing an interview.
Yeah, they get praised for it, and that's what just kind of irritates me about the whole thing, man. I had to freaking beat down the freaking because of shit like that.
Yeah, they'll go. Yeah, they'll go back to the same neighborhood where they from and everything. I'm like, man, you couldn't do that when I was growing up. Man, I've known people that done dirt where I'm from, and I ain't seen them since.
They moved up out of there and just got
they couldn't come back there no more because they got dealt with. Today,
that's why a lot of women don't like rural areas or any place I live in because we have like maybe 100, 200 people here. They hate this place because they can't do something without it catching wind.
Oh yeah,
like all over.
Yeah, see in a big city, you can get away with a lot of that craziness. But in a small town, that ain't gonna work.
Everybody know everybody, and like once somebody does something, it's so bad that even if you never talk to anybody, you live in a rural place, people just make up, that's Silent Bob lives in the house.
Yeah. Cause see, in a small town, they'll show up at your house.
I like small towns, man, because you can leave your door open. Sometimes I left my door open, wide open.
Yeah.
And I have to worry about anybody robbing me.
Exactly. You can't leave you don't gotta make sure the door's locked before you go to sleep.
I just think the whole thing's messed up because even now, man, I get my own family on me going, when you gonna get married or something? And why don't you date no more? And I don't.
Man, look. I tell people today, man, you ain't got to get married, bro. You can have 2, 3 women and do the same thing as a married person. Bro, the women today are giving the farm away.
Yeah, why buy the cow when you give the milk away for free,
Yeah, you ain't got to get married today. I mean, you can if you want to, but man, when I was growing up, man, the only guys that had a bunch of women were the guys that had money or had clout. Today, bro, you're gonna be an average dude working a job, and you have a string of women around you. That didn't happen when I was growing up.
Yeah, because they prioritize longevity and everything, and I was laughing because even my own mom did this thing. She was saying, why don't you date anymore? Like, because all the women are crazy. And he says, I'm not crazy. I'm like, well, I'm obligated to say that, but say that you laugh. But yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize the older you get, you just don't have a lot of time as much as you used to having versus being in the 20s. And people say, hey, you don't date. I don't really date. I'm like, I just get the phone number, call her up. I'm like, hey, I'm coming over to your house, or we're gonna meet somewhere. You might do that once or twice, fuck, and that's it. There's no dating.
We got like other hobbies and stuff to do, man. Like I find working on projects and writing in my journal would be a lot more, engaging and just a lot more worthwhile. To me, I just find dating to be very tedious. It feels like a game. I mean, it is a game to an extent. It's just I hate going around the bend with some kid. I'm not sure. Maybe all that kind of stuff. I hate that.
And you know what? When they talk like that, I'll be like, you know what? Let me know if you change your mind. I'll talk to you later. That's it.
That's the way it needs to be, man, because a lot of women don't value men's time, but then they'll turn around and go, this man don't respect me, don't value my time. Well, you don't value his. Shit.
Exactly.
It's 3 a.m. in the morning. And do you want to get Baskin Robbins or something? I actually had a chick do that to me once, called me 2 or 3 in the morning, and asked me, did I want to go get Baskin Robbins? And this is after she blew me off, by the way.
Hell no. It's too late for that shit.
3 in the morning, some of us got work in the morning. I told her, you do realize I got to get up in the next 3 to 4 hours. And she said, it'll be real quick.
Fuck that.
Real quick to a woman, like, I'll be honest, like, hours doing something. There's nothing quick with women.
No.
Thing's always a detour or an adventure of some kind. They make an adventure out of everything.
Yeah.
When we go to the mall,
yeah,
it's quick.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, I'm going to this store in the mall real quick. Say, oh, I'm coming. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, so I go to the store. Say, hey, I want to stop to that store. Okay. Shit.
This is how I know that cities were made mostly for women. Malls were made mostly for women.
Oh, yeah.
That's where they spend all their time. That's where they spend all their money, and any man that helps them, they're like their money. And I laugh at this sometimes because when there was a time I went and just bought a pair of shoes. I came back home. The chick I was with at the time said, that was fast. It only took you about 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah, because I went and actually got the thing I said I was going to go. I took no detours.
Yeah. I'd be like, look, I don't want to go shopping, yo. I just want to go get what I want to get and come back home. I don't want to, especially up here in all this damn traffic,
Yeah, I mean, it's too much. I mean, it sounds mean. I don't hate women, and they just make me fucking tired, man. I get tired of their games and their crap, and they think they're really clever, but they're really not. I mean, the older we get as men, the more we see it for what it is, and it looks pathetic after a while. It's like watching a newborn deer or elephant trip over its own trunk or something.
Yeah, and the thing about a lot of women, once they start getting older, a lot of those tricks don't work no more. So
and then they start wising up, and then by then it's too late because they hit the wall, and nobody wants to give them time of day, so they rather focus on young women.
Yeah, so a lot of these women, once they hit late 40s, 50s, the guys that they have around them, that's pretty much gonna be it. But they ain't gonna really have much opportunities to meet no new guy.
But then they'll turn around and they'll judge guys for dating younger women, and it's really funny to me.
It is.
And one date that was like that. The first date was the last date with this one chick I met that I used to work with. I quit. We went on one date, and that was the end of it because she was talking about, I guess, age and maturity, and then she mentioned the fact that I don't make a lot of money. I didn't make a lot of money at the time, and I looked at her, and what ended this date what I told her. I said, look, if I was making Elon Musk level money, I'd be dating your daughter, not you. If anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, she had a younger daughter.
Yeah, and seriously thought that, I mean, I was just there to hang out, making food or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm over here thinking that that's going to be like the end of it. But man, she got mad about that. You know, what do you mean? You know, men should date within their own age, and men should.
Bullshit.
Girl, women, or whatever. If you give me that kind of speech, then believe me, if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't be dating at all. I never understood why celebrities and people making multi-billion dollars wake up in the morning and think to themselves, gee, I'm going to go get a wife or a girlfriend or something. That'll make my life better. Man, if everyone listening to this, if I was a millionaire, you'd see me out there like crashing yachts and shit. Just for the hell. I'd rather crash 2 very expensive boats than to get married.
Yeah, think about it, a lot of entertainers and celebrities, they don't date. They just network and they get hooked up with certain people. And the other person that they, I guess, quote, settle down with or be on the red carpet with, that person has to bring something to the table. That's usually how that goes. You know, it now a lot of times you have a lot of them, they be mad and bitter too when it don't work out for them. They be mad too now.
Yeah, they go around the carousel so many times, man, and then they want to turn around and start searching for that one, but that ship already long sailed, and it's funny, they're calling guys who don't want to be around them misogynistic and everything, and that has nothing to do with it. It's just the fact that we get old, we get tired, and we just don't.
Yeah.
Like, no man, especially any man listening to this, don't ever be around anyone that you have to wake up in the morning and continually battle for respecting your own home or just every day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I say if I get too much pushback, too much back and forth, I'll be like, look, she ain't for me. I'm out. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I had a friend that had a girlfriend like that, and he got mad at me, stopped hanging out with me, bro, and said I'm a negative influence to their relationship because one time we were hanging out, drinking, playing video games, and watching anime, stuff like that. She calls on the phone, just got like 10, 20 times. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then finally, I shouted back, we're doing whores. Don't worry about it. So mad about that. Like, we're doing whores over there. Like, he's like, why you do that, man? I'm like, because he kept calling. It's freaking weird. I took the phone from him and said, hey, go home. Go home, E.T. Going home. I just did not want to deal with that kind of crap. It was disturbing. But then he took her side and said, I really like that girl. I'm like, well, if he really liked you, she would give you some level of personal space. I mean, she's your girlfriend, not your mother. I mean,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the thing about a lot of these dudes don't realize, man, is if your woman respects you, she's not gonna really be talking about your friends or who you hanging around. She'll be like, okay, have fun. See you when you get back. That's it. All that where you're going and who you're hanging out with, and that's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I'm trying to, get up in men's personal life, but notice you ask women that same question. Oh my God, he's suffocating me.
Yeah, he'll call you a control freak.
They want you to trust them, but they don't want to trust you.
And
this is what I mean about the game.
You got women out here that's sharing guys. They're sharing guys between women, and they know about it, and nobody has a problem with it. But when it's your turn, she got all kinds of questions. Oh, come on, man.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
all in, and nobody would ever know it. They're like James Bond with it, you know.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, a lot of women will get with guys, and they know what the guy is. They know who he is. They know he ain't. The chances of him being faithful is slim to none.
Well, of course, bro. Like, that's why I never believe those stories where a woman goes, "Oh, I didn't know he was like that."
She's lying. She's lying.
Crazy shit. I mean, you know what's even funnier about this? I pointed this out in a room one time, and everybody got mad. I said, a nice guy can't even get a woman so much as even give him time of day, but yet somehow a dude like Ted Bundy is still getting love letters in prison.
Exactly. Stone cold killer.
Like a confirmed killer is more likely to get a call back or a love letter from the average woman than just an average dude. It's insane.
Yeah.
Women will date dudes in and out of prison, and a dude even can just say that that's what he does, and women will love him even more. I believe I can change him or die in the process.
Yeah, women have been losing that battle for I don't know how long it's been. Every time I hear a woman talk like that, I start laughing every time. You're gonna lose. Yeah.
Every freaking time.
Like, but you got but some guys will look at that and be like, wait a minute, how the hell is he basically doing whatever he wants? The woman is putting up with it, and I'm sitting here, I can't get one bitch.
That's why I tell everyone, let this pandemic or collapse play out a little more. Like I've noticed women in my own area have started to kind of change their tactic a bit.
Oh yeah, bro.
They're getting nicer now.
I ain't heard.
Funny because
I ain't heard a guy complain in 5 months. Women are nice out here now.
Change their whole personality,
yeah.
I know those women are nice now, you know.
Oh man, if you can't get a bitch now, well, you're horrible. Hey man, women are nice out here now, man. You can get any phone number now. All you gotta do is ask, bro. Oh, sure. I'm telling you, man. Any woman that you probably been, I don't know, maybe you at work or maybe wherever you've seen her at for weeks or months. If you ever thought about asking to get the phone number, if you might surprise yourself if you asked.
That's just how easy it is, bro. I mean, it's a damn shame, you know. I remember there was some level of a process, you know, serenade and all that cheesy stuff. Now it's just like, hey, what's your color? Blue. Mine too. Do me.
Yeah, man, you got a lot of game goofy women out here now. Plus, they're scared because they don't know what's gonna happen or they can't, come out as much as they used to. So a lot of them stressed out. So they be like, man, what? What I got to lose? So I told dudes, man, you got to take advantage of this shit while it's gotta last.
That's what I was telling every dude, even on my own channel, man. Now is the time to screw with you. You weren't getting it before.
Well, you got that now. Well, you got, man, it's some women. You be giving me looks. I'd be like, oh, okay. Never got that look before.
I had a woman do that to me when I went to the bank. I didn't make much of an attempt to dress up. I go to the bank, didn't even comb my hair, go in there, and I opened the door for her because she was not too far behind me. She scoffs at me, works in there, walks in there, and she gets to work and everything. And then immediately when I made my deposit, her whole personality just shifted. Oh, how you doing? Just started smiling and everything. Wow, I love that. Love how that personality just shifts.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. This is best time here, boy.
Great time to ghost too.
I'm telling you, boy. Shit.
Even the guys listening.
I don't.
If you were a hermit before, it's great.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna. I don't know if it's ever gonna be like this again. So, boy, you got to take advantage of this.
Well, hell yeah, man. Get it all in now, because once this is fixed, we're gonna go right back to the program pretty much.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, you better get it while you can, boy. Man. But thanks for calling, man.
Thanks, bro. I mean, wanted to chime in, see how everybody's doing. Happy you're doing well. I'm gonna go out and try to plant some more pumpkin seeds. But it's been a blast.
All right, peace out.
Peace out, brother.
You. Man, it's been over an hour already. Jesus. Jeez Louise. Smash the like button. About the it's almost 8 o'clock. Ooh, excuse me. Women quarantined and lonely and tired of touching themselves. They need them, man. Yeah, there's some truth to that. About women touching themselves. Jared, I'm from the UK. Yeah, Jared in the house. I'm from the UK. I'm from the UK. He said, that's a donation. Yeah. Hey, how much? Oh, that's Australian money. $100 is like what? About the same as American money, right? And the Australian dollar or the Brit, I don't know what they got in Australia. Is it a British dollar or what? What is it? What is it? Tell me. I don't know what the heck it is in Australia, man. I don't know what the dollar. I don't know what to call it. So I know the dollar is I think Australian currency is a little bit higher than the US right about now. I'm from the UK. They got Australian dollars. Okay. It's been a long time since I've been over there. Yeah, hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App, man. Hit the Cash App. $ Sharp Game ATL in the building. Yeah, call up. 800-315-8203. Let's go. How's life? It is what it is over here, man. Making it do what it do in the ATL, baby. With this pandemic, everything is pretty much wide open here. Pretty much. What's the weather like? Today was 85 degrees. 85 degrees today. It's kind of hot. It's kind of hot today. It's just humid more than anything. And the ATL, baby. That Georgia heat. Atlanta is becoming popular with YouTubers. Is it? I didn't know that. I don't see none of them I don't see no YouTubers in Atlanta. Where they be at? Where they be hanging out at, Jared? I don't see anybody. I don't know anybody in Atlanta that live in Atlanta that be on YouTube. I don't know anybody. They might be around, but I don't see them. And I'd be everywhere. But do they live in Atlanta though? Yeah, a lot of these people claim they from Atlanta, but do they live in Atlanta? I don't know any of them. It could be here, but I've never seen any of them. I don't know. I know some people say they'd be on Instagram. But I don't be on Instagram. So I don't know. You know. I've been to conferences here. I don't see nobody from Atlanta show up at the conference. Most people that show up at the conference, they're from out of town. Or from out of, another country, some shit like that. So I be thinking a lot of these people be lying. Now they might be from some place like Albany, Georgia, or Gainesville. That's down the road though. If you live in Gainesville, that ain't Atlanta. That's like an hour out. Or they might live someplace like on that south side, way out there past Fayette County. That ain't Atlanta. You heard AMS moved from New York to ATL. Have you ran across him? Fuck. Oh, see. Oh, when did he move? Why did he move here from New York? And when did he move? He don't talk like that no more. Fuck them hoes asleep. He don't talk like that no more. He changed that up. He don't talk like that no more on videos. The Roommates podcast. Oh, that dude, them dudes live in Atlanta? I thought they live in New York. I thought them dudes live in New York, Jared. Oh, you heard Alan Roger Curry speak on it. Oh, maybe, but I haven't. Atlanta is it's no place to really hang out because of the pandemic. So, as at this rate, I would never meet or see anybody. Nobody's hanging out nowhere around large groups of people. No, I didn't know them dudes were from Atlanta. The Roommate podcast. I didn't know that. I thought they was from New York. Well, who else, Jared? Who else is from Atlanta, Jared? Besides the Roommate podcast dudes. I thought they was from New York. Maybe I'll be on their podcast one day. I doubt it. You know, Kevin Samuels. I thought he lived in Texas. Yeah, Negro Ninja. Who the hell is that? I never heard of him. I thought Kevin Samuel lived in Texas. I never heard of Negro Ninja. Chef Aki. Yeah, I know her. I know she lives here. But she's not really a YouTuber though, bro. I don't call Chef Aki a YouTuber. She's more of a celebrity chef. She be on television sometimes. Water Hampton. I never heard of him. Oh, so he do live in Atlanta. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Black Introvert TV. I never heard of him. Him or her, whoever it is. Yeah, Chef Aki, she got some good products. Them shit sell out fast, boy. Great time. Well, if you go to Chef Aki's page, bro, if when they restock on their website, if you don't go there by the end of the day, that shit gonna be gone. I said, damn, this shit fly off the shelf, boy. She got that Beyonce effect on people when it comes to the selling products. That shit be gone, boy. You go to the website the next day, I'm like, damn, sold out. I said, whoa, in 24 hours. I was like, yo, god damn. Okay. Okay, you doing it like that. That's good though. Sexuality is in question, in my opinion. You think he's gay? He might be gay. A lot of gay people down here in Atlanta. They're all YouTubers living in Atlanta. Okay. He already said he was straight. Oh, okay. Star YouTube from Atlanta. Who's that, David? What is he or she? What's the channel about? No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why anybody would move to Atlanta. Not at this point, you know. Now maybe they want to get away from New York because it's expensive or whatever. Okay, I get that, but or maybe they're close to home, wherever they from. Maybe they from Alabama or something like that, or maybe they from Georgia, outskirts of Georgia, and it's cheaper for them to live here versus being in New York. Okay, that's it. What is going on here? That's funny. The Star Report. It used to be DJ Academics show. Oh boy. I heard nothing. I haven't heard anything good about DJ Academics. I haven't heard nothing good. Yeah. So hey man, how about the bounce? Like bad checks. Smash the like button. Anything I can do to help you out, go to chooseyourrelationships.com. Hit the Cash App on your way out. That's $Sharp Game ATL. That's the link. Check out my Patreon as well. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.